Welcome back to the Taste Buds Podcast. As always, it's Drew, aka Big Red Belly.
Ben, aka Sauce.
And Kenneth, also known as Infinite K.
As always, we have a great episode coming at you guys today. We are almost done with week 2 of the NFL season. Baseball's in full swing. Basketball's kind of starting back up again. But before we get into all that, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. It's Victory Monday for us Atlanta Falcon fans. Doesn't feel like we had a good win in so long. I can't even remember. Because we ended the season, we lost the Panthers in overtime. We lost to the Commanders
Mm-hmm.
when I was at the game, Sunday Night Football. I can't remember when our last substantial win was, but we go into Minnesota Sunday Night Football and beat the Vikings, which of course we'll get to. But yeah, so I'm feeling good after that.
Third? Kenneth?
I'm doing pretty great. I'm just living life and ready to get things rolling this week. How are you doing, Andrew?
Same as you. I'm ready to just jump into it. Let's start with that aforementioned Sunday night game. Falcons take down the Vikings in a not so thrilling game, but a game nonetheless. Ben, your team, how are you feeling after a huge win on national television?
My dad kept coming into my room and saying, "You're really making America watch this as the primetime game." He was like, "Is there any way to flex this game out?"
I mean, if it was flexed out, it would have been for Eagles Chiefs, which wasn't that much fun either, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
For right
I'm
now.
at the gym right now, and there's some guy with a Raiders Ashton Genty jersey on.
You're still at the
Never seen that
gym?
before. Yeah,
He's always
of
at
course.
the gym.
Fantastic
stop.
spotting. I thought you were
But
going to get It's fine.
but yeah, I mean, our running game obviously worked. Bijan had more rushing yards than the Vikings had total yards. Our first 4 plays of the game were run with Bijan. We got into the red zone. Then we stalled, kicked a field goal. Our defense was amazing. I think JJ McCarthy threw 2 picks. He fumbled 3 times, lost one of them. Our 2 rookie first-round picks, James Pierce and Jalon Walker, got both their first career sacks of their career. And our 3rd-round safety got his first interception of his career, and our 4th-round nickel cornerback got his first interception of his career. So, a great night for our defense. We had the most sacks in the first half since 2009 for our team. Penix, he did his job. Only 100 passing yards, but we didn't really need him. Drake London, quiet night, except for him fumbling, which wasn't great. But yeah, Bijan, great. He's so good. His shiftiness.
He was on some.
Insane how he literally does it play after play.
He looked
He
so
jukes
good.
at least 2 guys before he gets tackled every single play.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be like he's looking like the best running back in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
He looked so good last night. And I do love the 2-man game with Algier. Algier was great too.
Yeah, he was.
Like they mix him in, like where they don't have the same look every time. I love, because we'll get to it later, but when you give a team, even if it's like a really good play, if you give the team the same look over and over again, they just naturally form to it. And when you throw in Algier just to give them a different look, like it is huge, especially against what I think is a top 5-ish Vikings defense. Like this, it was a great showing after the run game looked kind of lackadaisical last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bijan had 24 rushing yards last week. He had more rushing yards in the first 2 plays than he did all last week.
Mm-hmm. Just crazy.
But yeah, we kind of didn't really know when to go away from the run and go to the pass, hence us kicking 5 field goals. But our new guy, Romo Parker, Georgia native, did great. Of course, 5 for 5. 4 of them were like within 43 yards, which is, of course, you should make those. I think young Hoku could make those for the most part. But he did
Sometimes,
make a 53-yarder there towards the end, which was huge. And we may have a kicker. All the Falcon fans are saying we have a kicker, but I'm not sold just yet after one
yeah,
game.
After
I
5
wouldn't get your hopes
picks.
too high. I mean, he was fine. He was good, but franchise, like I said, you want a guy that you can be confidently finishing the game with, and say that you have a 40-yarder to win the game. How confident are you in Romo on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
8.
I'd give him a 5. I mean, we haven't seen anything.
Say 8 or 9. Yeah.
I'd give him a 5. I don't know.
I give him higher than Koo. 40 yards is not that bad.
I would. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, 40 yards is a good little amount. But yeah, it's fine. I would say if talking on the Falcons first. Oh, would you have something else, Ben?
I was gonna say that's from the 27-yard line. A 40-yarder is
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
23.
It's something.
23-yard line.
I will say on the Falcons first, I think that the defense is looking optimistic. Obviously, the pass game wasn't there this game, but it wasn't super needed because of how good the run game was. I would say the biggest area of improvement needs to be Penix and the red zone offense. But other than that, I felt like it was a pretty strong game. As for the Vikings, I don't know. JJ looked awful. He's had, out of the 8 quarters he's played, only one of them has been good. And I feel like this is just a bad decision for the Vikings. They should have looked for a quarterback this season. Aaron Rodgers wanted to play for them, and obviously he is on the Steelers. But yeah, they used the first round pick on him, and I'm not saying it's over. I think I give quarterbacks around a year and a half, probably 24 games, until you're 100% done. But it's not been good so far. He looks rattled. Pressure will kill him. And he had one good quarter in his first game and got a touchdown off a good drive or two. But yeah, not positive for the Vikings going forward. And now he's hurt, and they have to go to Carson Wentz. So we'll see how that goes.
But you also got to think JJ McCarthy. It's his first 2 games of his entire career. First primetime game. And he's also like the youngest starting quarterback in the NFL.
He also took a year to try to learn the system, and he has one of the best coaches and a good O-line, and also maybe the best weapons especially when they're full healthy. Because Hawk, Addison, and Jay Jettas, that trio is so good at insulating a bad quarterback. So I mean, you can't. I mean, I'm still not completely out on the guy, but it hasn't looked great. It's looked bad through 2 weeks. Again, he barely.
Yep.
Again, he had one good quarter last week. Also, were they in prime time last week too, or am I tripping?
They were
Monday night.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and again they scored 6 points this game. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's over.
And did you hear their pre-draft issues about him only throwing to the right side of the field?
Yeah, and I don't understand why you draft a guy like that in the first round.
And then if you look up at the chart for it shows the field and the green dots, the red dots, the white dots. He threw all but 3 passes on the right side, the right half of the field.
And to put it in perspective, Kenneth, he is still extremely young and could get better. But I usually don't take a guy like this with a first round pick in the NFL.
Yeah.
That seems like a bad decision by the Vikings. I'm not trying to hey JJ, I'm shading on the Vikings franchise for that. That seems like mismanagement on a team that has they're only missing a quarterback. That's their only problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I got on this game. I'm ready to keep it going.
even in college, all he really did was hand the ball off, and Michigan didn't pass the ball a ton.
Yes. Is your
And
dad still super high on him?
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Because I know he loves him.
I mean, in week
But
1, JJ McCarthy split the field on both sides pretty well. Week 2, he kind of went away from it. He went more on the right side. I'm looking at his charts
I don't
right
think the
now.
Bears defense. I don't think the Bears defense is very good.
Yeah, I think it's because they were trying to go away from AJ Terrell, and then obviously he got hurt midway. But
I don't know if he came back or not.
yeah, I think he was out with hamstring, whatever. I didn't really pay attention to the game that much. But, I mean, him throwing to the right side is definitely more dominant in week 2 than week 1 because he was more spread out towards the edges.
He can't sense pressure. But he doesn't know when to get the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't watch him because prime time. I didn't watch either games that well, so I can't really say much about him. That's
Didn't look good.
What's that?
He didn't look good. That's why he didn't. He did not look good. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, his stats don't look great.
Oh, yeah.
already within like 12 hours of the game finishing, they ruled him out for next week with an ankle injury. He did finish the game. He went out in the fourth quarter, got taped up, went back in. What percentage do you think is he's injured, and what percentage is let's use this as an excuse to get him healed up a little bit and have Carson Wentz play for a week and reassess?
I think it's actually
he probably got injured at the end of the game.
Yeah. There's I don't see Kevin O'Connell doing that, going out of his way to bench his guy like that.
Yeah, he probably is hurt. Just hurt.
I think it's 50-50.
You think they're doing damage control?
Well, obviously they're not giving up on him, but it seems weird to rule him out 12 hours after the game and not at least wait until midweek or Thursday or Friday and be like, they didn't give him any time. You'd be like, okay,
especially when it's like an ankle injury and not like a real injury. Usually they're more hesitant, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so we will see Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning.
Or he wanted
Carson Wentz is finally hooking up with Jay Jettas. What could have been.
Or
Yep.
JJ McCarthy said that he didn't want to play next week because of the injury. Who knows? There's definitely factors into it. Nobody knows the behind the scenes other than Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, he might just be hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to keep it moving. Good win for the Falcons.
Yep.
Let's go to the Super Bowl rematch. Eagles Chiefs 20-17. I have some thoughts on this game. But before I get into those, what are your guys' takeaways from the Super Bowl rematch?
Mahomes sucks.
Yeah. It's an interesting takeaway.
Part 2.
Any reasons?
He's 0-2.
Fantastic. Ben, what did you take away? Or were you locked in with this game at all?
I went to the gym during the game, so I didn't really super watch the second half, but I do think the tush push, I've always been for the tush push, but I'm a little bit more off of it just because of, like Blaine Dino said, how hard it is to officiate, because you can see sometimes the center his whole body is over the ball before the ball snaps, and you could see the video that's circulating of both of your guards moving before the ball is hiked. And also, like you just can't see in there, and it seems like every single play there's a foul being committed, whether it's the Eagles, jumping early to get an advantage, or the defense jumping early to try to stop it. I don't know if they need to put an official closer to the linemen to see what's going on, or put a sky camera over it, but it seems like, and I'm I'm fine. Obviously, I'm not team. It works super well. No one else can replicate, so let's ban it. But I am team if they are committing fouls, committing penalties every single play by jumping early, then we need to change that.
I mean, you
Just as the best
also
argument I've seen for it was the fact that they don't know where the ball is.
yeah.
I can even point at it to where when we challenged the touchdown, which I actually thought was probably a touchdown, the refs couldn't make a clear decision on it because they can't fully determine what's happening inside the tussle. Like you see it also in the end of the game when there's maybe a fumble, the Chiefs come up with a ball, but we don't know what the hell is
Oh yeah,
happening.
Yeah.
Like I think this is the best argument against it. Like I don't care about the watchability of it. It's football, get down and dirty. Shout out John Gruden makes multiple videos on why he loves the tush push. But yeah, I think that's the best argument so far for it, that the refs just can't. The refs, I mean, you're going to see after this week, they're going to be absolutely on top of shit with calling a false start. They're not going to let this type of like these type of like slow motion replays of the snap where two guys jump clearly false start. Like they're going to be on top of that on that. And also, I don't understand. Are we not integrating the electric balls yet? I feel like that should like obviously the fumble is different.
I think I saw one instance where they used the like thing.
But shouldn't that be like an indicator too? Like that should be help to fix it. I do think it will be banned after this year. But speaking on the tush push, yeah, that was bad on the refs. And also I do think that it is extrapolated a little bit because everybody hates Philly, and we run the stupidest play ever. That is not fun to watch. I have fun watching it. I love when they
yeah.
line up. I get up on my feet and I'm like, hell yeah. Nobody can stop it. Like fuck you. I love it, but I'm an Eagles fan. I'm biased.
I
Speaking on
Yeah,
also
and sometimes I forget about it because it was like a big 3rd and 1 or 2nd and 1 or whatever at the end of the Chiefs game. I'm like, all right, let's see if they can convert, and then they come out
oh
and tush push, and I'm like, oh yeah,
I know
yeah,
I know what they're doing. I'm like
yeah,
if it's 3rd and 2, I'm like run it twice. If you don't get
yeah.
it the first time, I'm like, come on. Kenneth, you were saying something?
but you also see obviously everybody's lining off sides. Both teams are in the neutral zone. So like you can't really call that if both teams are lined up in that neutral zone. It's like unfair to call offsides cuz that's offsides on the defense if you
I think
call
we're going to
that.
see it officiated differently in this upcoming game if
I
we
feel
run it
like
a lot.
I feel like it should just
They're gonna be tight.
I feel like the Eagles are like kind of like finding loopholes with it, and they're just
And that's on the
using it.
NFL to fix, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah,
Let's win at all costs.
yeah.
That's how I see football. I mean, if you take advantage of every rule you can, that's why the Chiefs are so annoying, and that's why the Patriots were so annoying. The Patriots were like borderline. Well, they might have just been cheating multiple times. Win at all costs, like no matter what. That is
Yeah.
always the thing of football, and that's what it still is. And the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. But other than the tush push, I will talk on the Eagles for a second. The offensive coordinator for the Eagles has poo poo for brains. We're basically running like a Jalen prevent offense where I know that Jalen maybe hasn't been great these last two games, like especially over the passing, he's been great on the ground. But he's like the routes that AJ and Devonta are running are like all underneath stuff, all like maybe 10-yard slants or slow developing routes. None of them are go route. Like we're literally like we're insulating Jalen more than ever before, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like he has the ability to open it up. He only has two deep passes this year in two games. We only have two explosive plays in two games. It was not fun to watch, and you see AJ Brown. He makes one of the craziest catches you'll see this week. No look, one hand for 5-yard gain. But Devonta and AJ combined for 56 yards this game. That's just not enough. And obviously, like we're running like rush control, like goal line offense, and it's not fun. I don't think it's going to be effective long term. My dream is the Dolphins keep sucking and Mike McDaniels gets fired. Woo-wee.
And then y'all make him your OC.
That would be I think we'd win the Super Bowl. And I'm not even joking. I like right now I have Green Bay over us. They look like the most dominant team in maybe the NFL. But yeah, I would, and they're not in full power. We'll get to them later. But yeah, I mean, I would take us over them because I really do believe that even in this week when we have Jalen Quarterback, who also was maybe a little hurt, there was a lot of clips of him like not getting off like with any bursts on some plays. But even him being there, it makes a completely different game plan for the defense. The defense looks a lot better than week one. They looked like they were Swiss cheese. They were able to hold the Chiefs to 17 points. And I know there is a little bit of problems with the receiving game, especially Kelsey having some miscues, Hollywood Brown coming in and out of the game with injury. But yep, speaking other on the Eagles, I think if we can figure out this pass offense to be even middle of the road good, I'd be happy with that. But do you guys have anything else on the Eagles? I want to get to the Chiefs real quick. If do you guys have anything else on the Eagles?
Saquon had a sneaky good week.
He did. He's great.
He's grinding out those 88
especially
yards.
with the Chiefs are like they focused in on him.
Yeah.
Also, they ran this game. This game right here is the most blitzes that Spags has ever sent in a single game. Did you guys know that?
No.
So yeah,
No.
they were sending zero blitz a lot, and some of it was Jalen. Well, no, I would say 80-20. It was the routes were not ready to face zero blitz. Like Jalen was having to fit in very tight windows right when the route was coming open with pressure in his face. I really do not like this quarterback, this coordinator. Stop hiring from in-house. Hire someone from outside that already has like a proven track record. I hate hiring in-house. But I'm done with the Eagles. I want to quickly go over to the Chiefs. A lot of people are freaking out again, and people that are arguing against the freak out are saying, look at the Patriots when they went 0-2. They won the Super Bowl that year. I do think there is areas for concern because the defense doesn't look good. But I would say one of the biggest problems that I've seen personally is Andy Reid has regressed a little. Maybe it is because of the weapons, but he's not the one and above like best offensive mind in the game anymore. There's so many good like play callers
Yeah.
now. It is that advantage that they had when they were really like we were on the up and up through 2020, 2022. Like that breakout offense was Andy Reid and the weapons. And then you see like maybe it gets a little like the weapons leave and he's still like they're going to multiple Super Bowls. They would go to 3 in a row, even with like the regression of weapons. But at these days, the play calling from Andy Reid has been leveled. The playing field has been leveled. That's the term that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So, and I think they knew that the weapons were regressing. So especially last year, they were running this heavy like run on first down, try to get in front of the sticks, and just like be amazing on third down, make possessions limited. But Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are not good running backs. I was talking about the Vikings and about how their front office let them down. I think that the Chiefs really let themselves down by not going out and getting a guy like Javonte Williams or a guy like Rico Dowdle. Like Pacheco and Kareem are just not a good running back duo. And I think the way that they can really turn this year around, especially just in the immediate weeks, is giving Patrick Mahomes the ball a lot more than they are doing right now. He's run for 60 yards, I think, in both games. He's running really well. It's the best he's ever run. He's trying to shoulder the load. I'm saying put the entire offense on his shoulders. He can get it done, and especially after Xavier Worthy and Rasheed get back in, like those guys were supposed to take on most of the receiving game. And I think there is still a path for this team to make the playoffs, but I don't maybe like at least the way I'm looking at it right now, I don't think they go further than the divisional round. But that's my thoughts on the Chiefs. I know I just said a lot. I wrote a lot on my thoughts because it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You guys have any thoughts on what I just said? Or you want to keep it rolling?
I've got nothing.
I thought about that. Yeah. Oh, you keep going.
I don't know. It's tough to bring in another running back because you have Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, and then you'd
I don't
be,
think they're good.
of course, bring in a third
I don't think either of
all-right
those
running
guys are
back.
very good.
I know, but it's just tough because you're not. It's not like either of them are on rookie deals. They're getting paid like a starting running back and a high-end backup running back, and then of course neither of them are really good. And then, I mean, you could have drafted Tootin. We'll get to him, but he looks pretty good. But
Do you know how much
yeah,
Javonte's making this year?
like 2 million.
He's making 3. Like that's not. I don't know. That's not crazy. And
Yeah,
Javonte looks good.
Yes.
We'll get to the Cowboys game in a sec, but Javonte has exceeded my expectations.
Oh yeah.
I don't have much else to
yeah.
say on the Eagles game. I feel like I broke down most of my concern for the Eagles and also my thoughts on the Chiefs.
I think they'll get right. The Chiefs will by the playoffs.
I think they'll get. I do think there is a cause for concern for the defense and the regression in weapons, especially the run game, even from last year to what I'm seeing this year. I don't think they will make it past the divisional round. That's my take going forward until I see probably a major improvement and both sides looking a lot better and more in control. Because I think there's a lot of good teams in the AFC, and I think they maybe make it past the wild card.
Yep, but I
Because
think the Rams will win the AFC.
That's crazy. Last thing that I do have to
What?
say.
I mean Ravens.
Okay, I was about to say. Last thing I have to say is the fact they also started 0-2 doesn't like. I think they needed to get the 1 seed this year because obviously I don't think they will anymore. Just like from where they're at right now, I don't think that they're going to be in the running for the 1 seed. They might have to go through the Bills and the Ravens, and I just don't think they're going to win that. Like if I'm actually breaking it down to specifically why I don't think they'll make it past the divisional round, or even if they do, like I don't think they're going through the Bills and the Ravens this year. I just don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I
And
see a potential world that they don't make the playoffs.
yes, that's what a
Yes,
lot of people are
I
saying.
know.
Because
That's what a lot of
no,
people are saying right now, and that's
just
why I was in my
like
take.
I'm not even like trying to like hate on it. It's just I could see them losing most of their games this year. They have a tough schedule for the rest of the year. Obviously, they have these cupcakes against the Giants, who I think will put up a fight, but it'll end up being Chiefs. Jaguars looking decent. I think Raiders will definitely win a game or two because it's a divisional matchup. But then they got the Commies, Bills, Broncos, Colts look good. I don't know how to like portray them for the rest of the year, but then they have the Cowboys, Texans, Titans. But like they have a tough schedule, and I see them potentially losing and not making the playoffs this year.
That I've seen that take a lot. That's why I just went on that whole Chief ramble, just to like give my take on. I think they will figure it out and be a wild card team.
Yeah, I feel like their minimum right now is wild card. Or no, their max. Their max is wild card team. They're not winning the
Yeah,
division.
that's what I'm saying. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I do think the Chargers have it in control right now. Well, let's keep it rolling
Yep.
because the Chargers play soon. It is Monday evening right now.
And
I
for
have
some
the next game I
reason,
want to. Oh,
and for some reason,
what's
it's
up?
7 o'clock game time.
Yeah, there's a 7 o'clock game and a 10 o'clock game.
Yep.
So let's see if I can stay up for that 10 o'clock game. We'll see. But let's move on to the next game. Excuse me. Bengals and Jaguars. The Bengals come back from the jaws of death to win this game. But before we get into all that, Joe Burrow did come out with turf toe. Is that correct?
Grade 3
Yep.
turf toe. Which
And he's going to miss at minimum, and this is what I mean, minimum, what I've seen is 2 months. Is the Bengals season over?
think
Yeah.
so.
You guys argue.
They're 2-0. They've, you know, I'm just trying to look at their schedule real quick.
Oh yeah,
They
look at the
face
games they have to play without him.
They've got Vikings next week, Broncos after that, Lions, Packers. Those are three.
Yeah,
Those are at least 2 losses minimum.
he
Steelers,
comes back.
Jets,
The earliest he comes back, I think, is the Jets.
the Jets.
Yeah. So
That's not
their
even a
their
month.
stretch is. Oh wait, really?
Yeah,
Am I tripping?
that's not even a month.
Okay, so okay, yeah,
That's
dude,
I
I don't
think
know.
that is a month, but like you said, 2 months, at least 2 months.
Yeah, I think it's at least 2.
I saw where he could be back for at least the last 3 to 4 games, which leaves him with
And you still think the Bengals have a chance?
Baltimore, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. I mean, they can
You think
definitely
the Bengals?
sneak in.
They missed the playoffs last year, and it was Joe Burrow's healthiest year of his career.
I don't know.
I don't see. I mean, they should have lost this Jaguars game. That was all on the Jaguars. A lot of stuff going wrong for them. The Browns, they should have lost that game too. And just going forward, you have a lot of tough defenses and a lot of tough teams, and they already have arguably the worst defense in the league. And I think if teams keep guarding them like Joe Burrow still is there, then they could lose the next 4 games so easily. There are a lot of universes where that happens.
Yeah.
I do not think they're going to make the playoffs this year because of those.
It's tough to say how well Jake Browning's gonna do, but obviously, if you were watching 2 pods ago, I made a little quiz, a little trivia, and Jake Browning was actually a stat leader in 2023 when Joe Burrow was out. He led the
Mhm.
league in passing completion percentage. But a little plug from 2 episodes ago. But yeah, I think there's a chance. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but there is. I see a world where Bengals make the playoffs at least with like 8 or 9 wins.
No, I disagree because I think with Joe Burrow out, I think the Steelers are better. I think the Broncos are better. The Chargers are better. The Chiefs,
Ravens,
Ravens, Bills,
Bills.
Texans are
Do you
better.
think the Raiders or Bengals?
Bengals.
Heard.
I think. Have I said the Colts? Was that the first team I named?
Oh
No,
no, I
you
don't.
never
Yeah,
said the
there's a lot.
Colts. I don't think.
I guess obviously I think the Bengals are better than the Jags. You know, Bengals did have Joe Burrow for half the game, so who knows? But
They sucked during that part. The Jags
yeah,
poo-pooed this game away. Do you guys want to get to that real quick?
yeah,
Yeah,
So, yeah, it was a bad game from Brian Thomas Jr. I think this was
back to
if
back
we're
weeks.
putting if we're putting blame, I would put a lot on him. His body language was bad. He had clutch drops. He had a dropped touchdown. He had a dropped clutch like that catch that would have given him a first down and iced the
fourth
game.
down.
Yep. And he also he looked like he was scared to go up and high point the ball on T-Law's second interception. He throws a catchable ball, and instead of going up, he shies away, and it's hip drill, and they get an interception off it. I would put some most of the blame on him for that. And his body language was bad. I think that he needs to really lock in for that. Other than that, I think T-Law played a solid game. Obviously, the first interception was pretty awful, and some of the body language towards Leon Cohen was weird. But I think Leon Cohen handled it super well, especially in the post-game press conference. He was asked about it, and he kind of just he praised T Law actually before addressing it, saying that emotions get high. He was saying I'm an emotional guy too, and he's basically just dismissed the question, didn't make a problem out of it. They had 6 trips to the red zone. Like, you should win a game when you have 6 trips to a red zone.
Yeah.
This year is also, I think, an in-between point for the Jags. This is kind of a franchise-defining year, not to where they have to be in the playoffs, but to where you need to see tangible improvement. And through the first 2 weeks, I think there's stuff to build on. I would say another thing that they can immediately build on is trying to find a better balance in Travis Hunter. I talked to Ben literally about this game, and I kind of just reiterated these points, but we're doing it again. And I still think the Jags have a bright future. They could rattle off a couple games very easily. You see, their pass rush had a lot of juice. They got a lot of interceptions off of Browning, and yeah, they really poo-pooed this game away. But it's again these first-year head coaches. There's always going to be some rocks, some bumps in the road, and I think this is just another one of those. But that's all I have on this game. I don't think the Bengals are making the playoffs, and I think the Jags can build on these losses earlier in this year to be better. Y'all got anything else on this game?
I know you said that what about Travis Hunter that they need to balance?
Oh, his just like implementing him on the offense and defensive end. Like he played 9% of the defensive snaps on week 1 to like 40 something in week 2. He's playing 60% on offense this week. I think they can implement him a lot more on both sides. I think I
Yeah,
said I'd like to get the number up to 75 to 70% on both sides of the ball. I think he has the juice for it. He was limping a little also this game, and I also think that one of his pass deflections that was called PI, that was
oh yeah,
a tick
that was
ball.
bullshit.
That was a good call. You saw his athleticism there.
Yeah, on the final
Um,
drive where
yeah,
that won
exactly.
the Bengals the game, like that was not pass
And
interference.
the reason that they were also so upset about it is because there was PI earlier in the game,
That
and this
wasn't
like the
called.
same. Yeah, exactly, and that was much more egregious than that. But I do
Then
like the Jags. I'm not trying to be a homer,
a
but
perfect pass deflection.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I disagree with that call.
Yep.
And I think they can find a better balance. They're trying. It's weird. They haven't found. It doesn't feel like if you just watched this season, you wouldn't know. You might think Travis Hunter was the number one guy, or even who was the other guy that was getting a bunch of targets and catches. Like you would not think it was BTJ, and I think they just need to level that out to where
Yeah. They
again, Liam Cohen
use
figuring out it's a new coach and a new team and a new scheme, and I think just like the Bears, who I am not talking about, but I think they are in the same boat where stuff will get better with the new coach, with the new scheme, going more down the line.
yeah, because
That's all I got.
DJ Moore, not to talk about it, the Bears obviously, but he's been coming up slow. But obviously, Rome Odunze has been
Rome's
balling
popping.
out. Rome's popping. Luther Burden's doing his thing. But I also feel like BTJ is starting off really slow this year. But I just feel like Liam Cohen's kind of like, and like it could be both. Maybe T Law is thinking like, oh, I have Travis Hunter, I could just throw it to him, and just kind of forgetting about BTJ, or like some in the like mind of BTJ is just like, oh, Travis Hunter's here, all the talk's off of me. I can like I don't feel like I should be talked about or whatever. Like some mental stuff. I think he just needs to block that stuff out, ball out, and do his thing.
Hurt.
Yep.
Ben, you got anything else? I'm done with this game.
Um, I just want to talk about Bengals quarterback situation. It sounds like they've been linked with
Is
Jameis
it your turn?
Winston.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
think they should stick with Jake Browning? Should they try to get Jameis Winston? Maybe Kirk Cousins?
I was
Or
about to
do they
say, you
sign a
stick with
free agent
Brown.
quarterback like Taylor Heineke? What do y'all
Just
think?
They stick with Jake Browning.
Should they trade for Shador Sanders?
They stick with Jake Browning.
I see that the Ravens wanted Shador.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that, and then Shador didn't
Shador
want
didn't
to
want to go because
play.
he didn't want to sit behind anybody.
Yeah, and now he's the emergency quarterback.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
fun.
I think the Bengals stick with Jake Browning for the rest of the year. They did it in 2023. They did okay. and they went 9-8 with them. So
They might do that this year,
they will
maybe.
probably do that this year in
Probably not.
2023. The Browns made the playoffs. That's crazy.
Yes, they did.
What a time to be alive,
Yep.
man. All right.
I got a couple of games that I want to break down
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Colts versus Broncos.
Woo.
Colts win a nail biter. I think at least establishing themselves as not a 1 week like fluke. They beat a very good Broncos defense.
Yep.
But before we get into the Colts, I want to quickly brush over the Broncos. Bo Nix played a much better game, but
I still feel
I
like
think
he
it's
did. It's yeah. You could keep
what's up.
talking. You could keep talking.
Oh yeah, I said he played a much better game than last week, but he is still the person. He's kind of like the Vikings. This is like the one thing that will hold them back from being a Super Bowl contender is kind of the level that Bo Nix can reach in year two. The defense, I do think that mainly the problem with this game actually was that the defense did not give their end of the bargain. But I do think this defense is still steady. Just the Colts caught them off guard. Indiana Jones is a real thing. That's such a
Oh
sick
yeah.
nickname.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've hated on Daniel Jones for years because he's a giant and he's a big goofy white guy.
He carried that
Uh,
he carried that Giants team. Trust.
it wasn't Saquon,
Nah, it was both.
but yeah, Shane Steichen, his master play calling. Daniel Jones is running and executing the offense extremely well. All the weapons, all the wide receivers are making great catches. JT is popping off. Their defense is good. It's not a good look for Richardson at all. Like he might just be done. But yeah, the Colts. Like I might have the Colts winning this division because I was in between the Jags and the Texans preseason, just because of how I didn't feel like the Texans really had it in control. And again, the Colts, I couldn't. I mean, I didn't know Daniel Jones was going to come pop off like this. I
Yeah, I
was
don't
not
think anybody
anticipating
has.
that. But because that is happening, I think. I mean, I'm not making any crazy bold statements, but I do think that there will be a fight for this division, and I think that's really fun. And that's all I got on this. Ben, you got anything before Kenneth talks?
Before I be
You've been
bold,
quiet.
No.
Kenneth,
I guess it's
what
my
do you got?
time. I guess it's my time to be a little bit bold. As you know, my preseason, my little preseason Super Bowl, aka AFC champion, Denver Broncos. It's scary. I will say that. I think the defense is still elite. I think Bo Nix found that connection with his college teammate Troy Franklin, but I mean Cortland Sutton got shut down this game.
He has two.
What's that?
That's what Patrick Surtain does.
Cortland Sutton's on the
Sutton did.
Broncos.
What were we talking about?
Sutton.
Not doing good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Being
Yeah, no,
shut.
they're on the same. They're on the same team.
yeah. Cortland
Yeah.
Sutton got shut down, but I feel like Danny Dimes is just him. I feel like 300 passing yards on the day is just insane. Jonathan Taylor also carried the workload too. 165 rushing yards. Where was I? Kicker. If we're talking about kickers, I know we talked about Parker Romo. What about Spencer Schrader? Never missed a kick in his entire career.
Yep.
I'm knocking on wood on that. But in
Smart.
his 2-year career, he is 14 for 14 from field goals and 14 for 14 on extra points.
Pretty elite.
Next, Justin Tucker, minus the allegations. Oh.
We'll see.
But other than that, I think the Colts can definitely they're definitely a dark horse for this division winner. I think they've got the edge right now because I don't think the Jags can hold on. I don't think they can win it. I'm not
No, I don't
hopping
think they
on.
can.
I'm not hopping on their butt on their train, but I can hop on their
Aren't they
cold.
0-2?
They are 1-1.
Oh, yeah, they won last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Texans are about to be 0-2 tonight when they lose to the
We'll
Bucks.
see.
But
We'll see.
and I feel like definitely up in the air this division, and yeah.
Third. I'm ready to
Third.
keep it moving. We never talked about this, obviously, but we have to run it back. Green Bay Commies, Thursday night game. Green Bay looks absolutely dominant.
Yep.
And I think what it really comes down to, and why I have them as, at least for right now and going forward until I see some major changes, and maybe the Lions, the Commies, the Eagles, and the Rams are always interesting. But
Falcons.
the Falcons, yeah, of course, and the Bucks, I guess. We just named all the playoff teams. But Green Bay looks dominant, and they're not even at full strength. Christian Watson's going to come back in the second half of the year. They missed on 2 shots to
Jaden Reed.
Golden.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Jaden Reed.
Oh yeah, Jaden Reed. I know, like they're not even at full strength, and they look absolutely ridiculous. Love hasn't thrown an interception in the regular season in like 10 games or even more straight. I know, obviously, he threw some in the playoffs. That's why I have to put that asterisk there. But yeah, they look so good. The defense is even going to get healthier. I don't think Micah is really close to his full athletic, like where he'll be at the end of the season. The end of the year, he's going to be even better than he is right now, and he's still making such a difference. The fact that they have to like put so much effort, every team that they play, into him just helps so much everybody else. Like the corners look great. The pass rush looks great. The run stopping looks great. Obviously the pass rush looks great. There's Micah Parsons. But yeah, the Green Bay looks fantastic, and they're only going to get better. Also, do have to mention the fact that they have Josh Jacobs to also just pound the rock is so huge. Like, there's no holes on this team,
Yeah.
and I usually like the teams with no holes to pick to go to the Super Bowl. That was the Eagles last year. They didn't have one hole, maybe other than, yeah, again, your argument was Jalen, but Jalen is good enough, obviously, to win a Super Bowl. And for the commie side, a lot of people are saying sophomore slump. I do think he has looked a little worse than last year. I mean, I usually, especially during games and I have nothing to do, I go into the subreddits of teams and I kind of look at their, like the live comment section that they have.
Yeah.
And again, I'm looking at the whole time the commies are like, why the hell isn't he running? He
Yeah.
he is looks a lot more reserved and in the pocket, where the reason he was such a freaking beast last year is because he looked like maybe he was Lamar level runner last year. And it completely changes the game when that happens. He hasn't been able to connect with Terry much. Debo's been able to do good. Eckler unfortunately goes down with an awful injury that
Yeah.
sucks, especially for him.
Can we have a?
Because
Oh
Eckler,
yeah. We'll have a
moment of
moment of
silence,
silence
moment of silence for
for Eckler. Yep.
Austin Eckler. Pretty good moment of silence.
Yep.
Not dead yet.
We'll have another one in a second.
Um, okay. And it's Bill season. That's good for fantasy owners if you got him in the draft.
If they decide to run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that teams, especially in the first 2 weeks, it's hard to overreact to anything because
Yeah.
there'll always be a more leveling out with everything. Like even AJ Brown and Devonta, like I wouldn't completely punt on them yet. I like it's AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. They're so good. The
Yeah.
talent there, the talent is there. Just give it time. Same with like I don't know who else. Ridley, I think, will be better in the back half of the season when him and Ward are fully connected because Ridley is still getting open on some routes. He's having some drops, some miscommunications, just like guys like that. Like I'm giving a lot of guys some, and BTJ too, some leeway
Yeah.
in fantasy at least. And same with the commies. They don't have a great win on. They don't have a great win yet, and I'll wait to fully evaluate them until they have a great win.
Yeah.
But As for right now, Green Bay, absolutely dominant. It's ridiculous. Ben, you got anything on this?
Um, not really.
I love the input we're getting from Ben this pod.
Yep.
Well, you hit every point.
What? Okay, I'll start only hitting some points, and or you guys should start. You guys should start. I'm
Okay.
Okay.
sorry. I don't mean to hit every point. I did. I wrote a little stuff down. I'm going off that.
Yeah, but I know you said that you like the Packers this year as your one in the NFC. I see them
Good.
as my two. They're
Behind you.
they're a strong two. I could see them going head to toe. They're like perfectly perfect match for each other. I could see this being seeing it be a NFC Championship game where Packers sell, obviously, because they just do that in the playoffs. But I see
Who was your one?
the Eagles. I mean,
Still?
yeah. I
I'm a little worried about the coordinator. That's literally that is why we were not good in 2023.
I mean, coordinator,
It means a
schmordinator.
lot.
You know?
No, it means a lot
Yeah.
because Jalen is a game manager at heart. So like he can read a field and he can read pre-snap, but when you have to have some creativity, like Kellen Moorhead, like Shane Steichen had, those you have to have like a very competent quarter. You can't have an awful coordinator. And again, we're hiring these guys from inside, and it really our pass game has been non-existent through 2 weeks. It's been nothing, and that was our problem last year. We were able to figure it out more through the year. Obviously, I had a coordinator that I had a lot more confidence in, but I mean, there's no holes on Green Bay. That is a hole that I see on the Eagles right now. And that's the reason I put him above. And also I think the Eagles defense has regressed with all the like Adoree Jackson is still getting hunted. He is still getting hunted by Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He is still awful. And they don't even have a receiver to use at that point.
I mean, yeah.
So that's how I see it.
I know, but like they're still winning games, and as long
Yeah.
as this morning I was obviously watching NFL Game Day Final and Good Morning or Good Morning Football, and they were like, "You get a win is a win." Um, and they were talking about the Chiefs a lot because Mahomes never started off 0 or has never lost 3 straight in his entire career. This is the 1st time it's happened, and obviously they're regressed. Eagles regressed a little bit, but they also have one of the toughest schedules in the entire league. Obviously, them being in a division with the Giants and them playing the Giants twice doesn't help with their schedule, but they have a tough like first 5 games, and then they face New York at least twice before their bye week. But then they have that stretch of the Green Bay, Detroit, Dallas, which will be a tough battle. Chicago, which should be a better.
They should win.
They should be better by the time
That's
it all
true.
rolls around. And it's also Thanksgiving, 3 p.m. Thanksgiving game, by the way. And then they got the Chargers, Raiders, Commies, Bills, Commies.
Commies.
Yeah.
That is a awful ending.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of battling for them. I think they can if they win, they'll definitely get like the 2 seed at minimum with this schedule.
It's a hellish schedule.
I think you would be comfortable to say that you can still win a Super Bowl even after this schedule if y'all make the playoffs as like
we have to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for 11 wins.
Yeah, which is 100% doable with this talent y'all have.
But there's holes to fill. There's places to improve.
And I think that what's the head coach's name?
Sirianni?
Yeah, I think Nick Sirianni will figure that all out and whatnot.
He doesn't play call.
I know.
He's like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell doesn't play call. So like, yeah, he can try to keep the locker room together, but he's like one of the most antic coaches in the league. He's very expressive, and it is awesome when we're winning. It is really cool when we're winning.
Yeah, and
Well,
I think they'll figure it out.
hope they do.
It's also week
Obviously.
2. You never know. You don't want to overreact and stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think the
I'm ready to
Eagles
keep
got
it
it.
going.
Yep, I am
Let's
too.
keep. This is the last game I'm going to talk about before you guys can hit whatever you want. Giants Cowboys, possibly game of the year. I know we all
There's
saw
so
this
many.
as a 37-40 overtime scoring shootout, but
This
Ben,
is
you can start this one out.
So, Camp and I are in a Survivor League. Winner wins $75, and I picked the Cowboys. Trying to pick, of course, worse teams with lower win totals, but are playing a worse team. And didn't look good at first. Cowboys were down, I think, 10 in the first half. Dak just was not getting it going, and Russell Wilson, oh my, he had what a game.
He had
500 passing yards.
450.
it was close to the best game of his career.
Yeah.
It was his most passing
Well,
yards of his career.
yeah, I know, but I would still not consider it the best game of his
Yeah.
career, but he did not win, and obviously the last drive for
Yeah.
him. But no, it was vintage Russell. He can throw that moon ball.
Live
Like he's still
Yeah.
a top 3 deep ball thrower
live
in the
by the
league. If
moon ball,
quarterback was
die by
just
the moon
throwing
ball.
the moon ball, then he would be the best. Maybe, I don't know. He's crazy. But Ben, you keep going.
Yeah, and then Cowboys finally got going. Javonte Williams had another great game, surpassing expectations. Uncle Legend. And then, so, of course, getting down to the wire. Cowboys, they go up with like 40 seconds left. I'm like, I'm so happy. And then
And then
Malik Neighbors rips my heart out
That
of
was
my
so sick.
chest.
That was
But
so sick.
Brandon Aubrey comes into the operating room, takes my heart from Malik Neighbors' hands, and puts it back in my body when he kicks the 64-yarder to send it to overtime.
Game was sick.
Yeah. And then Cowboys get the ball first. They go 3-and-out. They punt. And then I was like, okay, yeah, they're about to march down the field again. But then the Giants go 3-and-out. And the Cowboys get the ball, and then they go 3-and-out. And the Giants get the ball, and then, of course, Russell Wilson throws that pick.
beautiful arm punt,
And
by the
then
way.
And then at that point, the Cowboys only need like 20 yards. And then Brandon Aubrey sent us home.
Sent you home.
My dad and I,
Yep.
and the Cowboys. I would say me and the Cowboys. But yeah, game of the year so far. High scoring, back and forth. CeeDee Lamb and
Do y'all think
Neighbors.
that's the game of the year, or is it Bills Ravens?
I would say Bills Ravens game of the year.
I think I might too, dude. That was.
Kenneth, you and
They
I
were
were
both
asleep for it. So
I mean, I still watched it. I missed the second half, and I watched the second half in the morning, and it was crazy.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, those were the both. We've had some good football.
Exactly.
'Cause even like Red Zone, there was like 5 1-score games going into the witching hour. It was like we've had some like
yeah,
And then the late
football.
games were all one score.
I know. Yeah, it's like it's been really good football.
Yep.
Ben, I know you're sweating it out. Oh my gosh. I would
after that, I'm definitely gonna do some heavy favorites for Survivor the next couple weeks.
I did
just to
I'm
pick,
tired of
keep it.
picking.
I did pick
Yeah.
Buffalo this week against the Jets.
Yeah, that makes sense. They won. But I will say, speaking on the Cowboys quickly, it really felt like in that back half of the fourth quarter, you finally saw the full potential of this Cowboys offense.
Yeah.
You cannot guard Pickens one-on-one. You cannot guard CD one-on-one. And Ferguson is also a good. Tolbert is fast. This passing offense can be the best in the league. Dak didn't have the hottest start to this game, but he throws 60 times at the end. He's having great throws. Like even in that overtime, their first drive you're talking about, he puts the ball right in the breadbasket of Tolbert's hands and he drops it. Like Dak really, really played great. CD is obviously fantastic. Pickens got going. They have a shitty OPI call that took away 20 more of his yards. So add that, like
Yep.
he also draws flags like there's nothing else because you just can't guard him 1-on-1. Like this offense is going to be unbelievable, and both these defenses, Cowboys and Giants, are not very good. The Giants do have a good pass rush that got home sometimes. They have a good run blocking, but everything else in that team sucks. And Russ played the most Russ game ever, where obviously so many yards, deep shots to neighbors over and over again. He's even running
Yeah.
some. There's one play in the fourth quarter where it's right before the deep shot to neighbors. Looks like he's about to get sacked, but then he breaks out a 15-yard run to make that crazy throw happen. And then, of course, the game ends with him throwing an interception on 1st and 10, which he did not need to throw,
But it
and it
was
loses the
a
game.
beautiful arm punt.
But 1st and 10, they did not need to do that. But it was an awesome game, and I think the Cowboys games are going to be exciting this year, even if they're not objectively a very good or playoff team. That's all I got on this game. That's all the games that I've written down. I don't feel like talking about any of the other ones. I don't really have many thoughts, but you guys can
Yeah.
point some out and we can talk about it if you want. But
Yeah, let's start with the 1 p.m. slate. Let's hit the rest of the teams.
I want to say
we going through
We
every
one.
didn't
game.
get to
Hey, you
the
know who won?
I want to say
What?
one quick thing about the moon
Yeah,
ball.
please do.
On NFL Game Day Final this morning, they were talking about uh, Pink Floyd and stuff, and you know how they have an album, The Dark Side of the Moon. There was on the newspaper this morning. It was The Dark Side of the Moon Ball, and
That
it
goes
was
hard as hell.
exactly, and it was Russ on the newspaper, and it was
Uh-huh.
pretty fire. That's all.
Have you all listened to that album?
No, I have not, but I definitely.
There's a reason it's so critically acclaimed.
Yeah,
It is. I love,
I
and
think
I wish I want to see them live.
I will definitely give it a listen to after we record. For sure.
It's psychedelic, experimental, classic rock, and that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I like that. But Ben, you said you want to hit all the slate,
Yeah.
all the games.
Well, let's start with the Patriots Dolphins. So both of y'all have stock in Travion Henderson, and we talk about some fantasy football here, not just actual football. How do y'all feel as managers of Travion Henderson?
I
I don't know.
think
I'm gonna keep him on my bench for a bit, but I mean, you saw he has. I think he has the highest ceiling of any running back on the team. I don't know why they're running Gibson over him. Like Travion, I think is the most skilled running back. Obviously, Stevenson had a good catch and had a solid game, but he was wide open and he didn't even house it, get held on. But yeah, I don't know. He'll be on my bench for a couple weeks. I still think that there is a lot of juice left in him, but obviously it's not coming to fruition in the first couple weeks.
yeah, I'm completely fine with whatever is going on. I don't see a problem in him, and no, I'm not trading
It's
him
not his
away
fault.
for.
It's the team's fault.
I'm not trading him away for a first round pick, Ben. You can stop trying to get Travion.
Oh, didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, I'm not.
Happened like once.
It's happened a few times before the season, but I'm not trading away Travion. If anybody sends an insane offer, I will
Especially in
definitely.
Dynasty.
Yeah,
Especially in
yeah. And I also remember you saying Unk Legend about Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams is 25, by the way.
he's saying UNC.
Oh,
UNC.
never mind.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I heard Unk. Two different meanings.
The normal lunk.
Yeah, for
Like Ben is on.
yeah, for
He's
the
old.
viewers, UNC.
Mhm.
He's talking about North Carolina. There we go. But I think
But as
Travion
for
Henderson's going to be completely fine in a few weeks. It's just early on. rookies don't really get that much action because you see R.J. Harvey over in Denver, Amarion Hampton also in L.A. He's having a slow workload.
This happens all the time where they have a second half, like great second half.
Yeah, and even
It happened
Genty's
with Jameer.
even Genty's having a slow start.
Yeah, it's
They've only
all
played
real.
one
I'm not
game,
worried.
but like, yeah,
I'm not freaking out at any of my players this year. I'm not. I have set my team. I'm happy, and if they don't figure it out, then it's unfortunate. That's how I see it
All
for
right.
all of my players.
So the Dolphins lost.
The Dolphins suck.
Tua didn't look absolutely poo poo, but he still had some poo poo moments.
Well, yeah, it's almost. I actually someone that I saw someone say that when they were finally finishing the game and like it was the final drive with Miami with the ball in Miami's hands. Somebody mentioned it's time for that daily Tua or that one a game Tua interception that is just atrocious, and he throws an awful ball right to the
Yeah,
defender. Like,
I
and
thought that was
obviously, yeah,
game.
you did see like I had a little stock into it because I thought that he could run an offense to a comparable level, and Hill did look a little better, but there's still inaccuracies. There's still like weird throws. Hill being upset, but the offense looked a lot better. And I would say one of the brightest spots for this Miami team is A Chain. Look, A Chain looks unbelievable. He looks so good. They should go to him more and more. I mean, if he stays healthy, knock on wood, like I wish I picked him up in fantasy, but other than fantasy, he just looks like the best player on that team. And for the Patriots, Drake May ran really good, but I don't really got much else on this game.
yeah, they kind of
Yeah, we did have our.
What's up?
What's up?
Ben talk.
Someone people stop talking. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing important.
Okay.
I forgot.
Okay.
We did have the punt return touchdown immediately into the kick return
Kickoff return
touchdown.
touchdown. That was electric.
Yeah,
That was electric.
highlight of the witching hour.
There were so many. Yeah, there were so many good games. I was freaking out in the group chat. I was like, "Holy crap! Holy crap! This is crazy."
Yeah, that I think that was the best sequence, but I think the best play of yesterday was Cam Ward's crossbody
Oh my
touchdown
gosh,
to
that
Elick
was
Emmanuel.
so sick. With pressure in his face, which people aren't even talking about.
Yeah,
There was a linebacker closing in on him, and he gets rid of the ball, cross the field, 25 yards, right where the receiver it was going to be on the coming back across the end zone. Yeah, that was awesome. Like I said, like I think the Titans their offense will be more comparable in the second half of the season, and that's why I'm sticking with Ridley because I do think that he'll be the number one guy there. Just give it a second.
I think that the Titans will be good in like a year or two. They just need to build that defense up and
Yeah, they
that
got to build
O-line.
offensive line. They got to
Yeah,
get more weapons because obviously Ridley's old. Yeah, they got to also their coach sucks.
true.
Really, really
Yeah,
bad coach. Um.
yeah.
But that's it. You want to talk about any other game? Again, you keep shooting them at me. I talked about all the ones I need to talk about.
I mean,
Heard.
I was loving this transition to
Yeah,
the
it was.
Titans Rams, but like, there's not really much to talk about other than
Yeah,
that
it was
Cam
just.
Ward play.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say, of course, you see like Mahomes, for example, do that a lot, where he dances around and finds a guy in the end zone. But
he does it a lot.
like
Mahomes ain't doing
half,
that.
but half the time, the guy finds a soft spot in the defense and it's just right there, standing there. And Mahomes just crossbody hits the guy who's open. But in this
That was in
scenario,
motion.
Elick was covered, and he
Mm-hmm.
threw him a perfect ball where he would,
Only,
Yeah,
yeah,
run out to the opposite
it
end
was so
zone
sick.
and yeah, catch it, perfect ball. Yeah,
And by the way,
Elick
I know it
Emmanuel
hasn't
is
worked.
also.
Oh yeah, yeah. Say again.
I was gonna say Elick Emmanuel is looking good. He's a
Mm-hmm.
like fifth round rookie, but he had 5 catches, maybe 60 yards, a touchdown. Looking good.
He
yeah.
looks solid. I will say also talking on the Rams, they were really trying to get Tate going when they did, especially to finish out the game. And Puka's great. Kyron was great. Blake Corum was great. The Rams look good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And
What else?
next we have the Brock Purdy-less Niners win a one-score game in New Orleans. Mac Jones looked great, 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yep. Pro Bowl
Um,
Mac Jones.
That did happen.
CMC
Exactly.
caught a touchdown pass. I don't think he had a great game on the ground, right?
55-yard. He was the best rusher for the
Oh wait,
Niners.
I'm on real. I can just look. He had 13 carries, 55 rushing yards. So that's pretty good. 6 receptions for 52
Solid.
yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
7 targets.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have the stats pulled up.
Jawan Jennings, 90 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Pretty good. Ricky Pearsall.
Did all right.
Spencer Rattler had a chance to go down game-winning drive, just like last week, except that would have been a game-time drive because it was 8-point game, but they turned it over on downs. So Saints aren't going
Rattler
to be good as we suspected, but 2 one-score games. So
Rattler
that's funny.
Rattler has had a sneaky good game this week. 207
Mhm.
yards for 3 touchdowns on a 73.5 completion percentage. It's not bad. Kamara obviously is
Also,
good. Jawan Johnson, absolute dog.
Yep.
Olave Shaheed doing their thing. And I feel like the Saints are dark horse for next year. This year they're showing that they can be good. They're showing flashes of almost winning games, but like they're playing they played the Cardinals last week and the Niners this week. 2 solid teams, both 2-0, but like it's tough to say how bad they are after having 2 potential game-winning drives last week and this week and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rattler's looking decent, and yeah, Blake Groupie missed a few kicks here and there, just one, but like it is what it is.
yep. I will say, speaking on fantasy, because I quickly looked who had Alec Emmanuel in our leagues. It's Jay, whatever. But Bayshall Tootin, Ben, how you feeling?
Oh, yeah.
He looked
I
so.
have ETN and Tootin, and seems like Tootin is sliding right into Tank Bigsby's role,
I know,
and
and
he
then
didn't
I
miss a
feel
beat.
like they can find like Tootin. They might implement him a little more too, because dude, he is so nasty.
And
That is one
ET,
highlight of the Virginia
ETN's
Tech
a unrestricted free agent after this
this
season,
year.
so yeah.
Oh, so and also Bayshaw was Liam Cohen's guy. That's why he wanted him. He said Liam Cohen wanted Bayshaw to be his
Hmm.
Jameer Gibbs, and I love
Bucky
that.
Irving,
Oh yeah, Bucky Irving. My bad. Wrong one. That's Brian Johnson.
Ben Ben Johnson.
Damn it. Brian Johnson was an idiot. Offensive coordinator on the Eagles.
But yeah, yeah, Tootin is looking good. Like I said, I texted y'all, which we'll get to, but Tech got embarrassed, and I think he was running pretty mean. He had that in the back of his head.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He was running, but yeah. Next we have
that's pretty
the
much
Seahawks
that's pretty
beat
much
the
the game.
Steelers, which Kenneth had as a guarantee, or he picked as one of his locks or whatever, his parlay for the Steelers to beat the Seahawks. Of course, the Seahawks won by 14. 7 of those points were on a huge blunder by Caleb Johnson, another rookie running back, who let the ball go over his head. He's like, doing it. And he didn't realize it was a live ball until it goes out of bounds. And the
That
Seahawks
was
recover.
that was weird. That was
Yeah,
weird.
I
Yeah.
don't think anybody realized it was a live ball except for the announcers and the Seahawks,
Well,
obviously.
obviously, yeah.
Obviously, the players on the field other than Caleb Johnson.
And other than that, I think Sam Darnold made a couple pretty good throws. He was looking solid. JSN looks great. Um,
Kenneth
Finally,
Walker's back.
Walker broke out. Yep, he got a good game. And yeah, I think this Seahawks defense is again pretty much the same as last year.
Cooper Kupp had a good game.
Pretty solid. Yep. I don't have anything on this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Caleb
Next.
Johnson had 1 rush for 1 yard.
Oh,
He is very slowly being implemented.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah. We also have the Bills versus Jets. Not really much to say about that.
Okay.
Justin Fields in concussion protocol may not play next week against the
That
Buccaneers,
sucks.
but we'll see.
Sucks for Garrett Wilson because no one else is going to throw him the ball. That's okay.
Yep.
James Cook looked crazy. He had a highlight that was awesome. Just weaving and dodging up the field. That was awesome. But I don't have anything
Yeah.
else. Bills own the Jets.
And Josh Allen's nose.
yeah.
Was bleeding, but he came back in.
Yep.
Yep.
What else
And then
we
we
got, Ben?
have a team putting up 52 points.
Yeah, the Bears defense isn't great. And the Lions got it going, which I should have accounted for because I did not put JMO in. I put Keon in, and Keon was on a snap restriction, and that did not help fantasy-wise. But Lions got it going. It's a huge, huge week for them because they get embarrassed by their division rivals, and they're able to go and embarrass one of their also division rivals right back at them. So that was huge. Everyone looked on fire. Amon-Ra has such an awesome connection with Jared Goff. There's
Yep.
3
just
touchdowns.
it's so sick, those two together.
His route running is
And
insane.
it is. He's so sick. He just gets open. And JMO, oh my gosh. That one catch JMO has and he's able to reestablish himself and just start sprinting to get a bunch of rack. I should have started JMO. I'm so stupid. And then Jameer got going. Monty had a touchdown. Their team was great. And also, I think we already kind of talked about it, but I think that the offense with Caleb will get better. I just think that they might have to have a little tonal shift to where they cannot run 12 out offense anymore, where they can't have 2 tight ends on the field. They're going to have to switch it up, run some more wide receiver heavy runs because the run game is not what Ben Johnson wants, and I don't know if it's going to get there, but I do think the passing game can reach pretty cool heights with Caleb's ability to improvise and use his legs really well. Caleb has ran the ball really well these last 2 games, I think.
And then
What else?
Isaac
Oh.
Tesla.
Isaac
Oh,
Tesla?
yeah.
That guy's a beast.
2 career catches. 2
And they might be the
insane
best catches ever.
Yeah. 2 of the best
He's
catches
awesome.
of the year.
He's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
The Lions find another guy. Again, they can run 12. They can run a 12-man offense, and
Yep.
that's pretty cool. Okay.
Okay.
We're not talking about the last game.
I didn't want to talk about any. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have much on this
I'm
game.
completely fine with just cutting off the NFL.
Get Ravens
stuff.
kill the Browns to death.
Well, I mean, it was a second half.
41-17.
We died in the second half. First half it was 10-3.
That's a great point.
First half.
Myles Garrett can't do everything, and D Hop is somehow a thing. I don't know.
D Hop.
Do you see his tweet?
I accidentally reposted it when I liked it. I did. It is awesome. Unk still got it. That is an awesome tweet that he made, by the way.
Yep. No
Did you see
TikTok
that?
watermark.
Yeah, there's no. We were in the same comment section.
Yeah.
And then did you see the dude that fucking posted his parlay?
No.
He said you're still washed and posted a parlay, and he took the over on receptions for him. and it failed. I'm like, why are you? What an idiot!
Yeah.
He still popped up. He's still like 60 yards and a touchdown. Some
You
deep ball
know,
catches.
you know which unk don't got it? Derek fucking Henry.
He did
Yeah,
fumble again.
that's pretty
That was
crazy.
weird.
11 in rushing attempts for 23 yards, and
I
just
do think that they're also
they
some of the
didn't.
Browns' team was to bottle him up,
I
but
mean,
then
like,
you have to deal with everyone else.
but like
I
they
mean,
also didn't
it
run the
is
ball the
easy
best way.
to tackle Derrick Henry.
I mean, yeah.
I guess it is. It just isn't easy to beat the Ravens. Sorry, Jerry Judy.
Hmm.
well,
And Grant Delpit.
Delpit
Um,
said it was easy to tackle Derrick Henry,
yeah.
which it might have been. So he gets the win on that.
Um, so yeah, we did have two rookie quarterbacks have playing time. Dylan Gabriel and Jackson Dart.
He looked good. Dylan Gabriel looked good. 3 for
And Dylan
3.
Sampson.
3 for 3 with the
Yep.
touchdown. Beautiful ball to Dylan Sampson, by the way. I'm
Little
coping.
corner of the end zone, actually.
I'm
Pretty good.
coping. I'm coping. But
No, there's no cope.
it was actually a great pass.
It was.
Yep. One of the only
It's Oregon guy, too. You got to love him.
Exactly. W. Glaze. Quinshon Judkins looked good.
He got 60 yards.
Yeah. Isaiah Bond
I think-
got in the running game a little bit. Like one rush, but like Harold Fannin and Njoku,
He's pretty good.
we're kind of running that 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver look, you know.
Yes.
And we've got
That's what the Lions run and the Bears do. Yeah.
and we've got 3 strong running backs that could be running back 1 on any team in the league. I'm kidding. Not every team, but like most teams or some teams. They could be running back 1. Obviously,
But yeah,
the big guys, obviously.
they can easily run 12-man personnel with the 2 tight ends.
Yeah, because Harold Fannin's looking great. Njoku's looking great.
Mhm.
Or Njoku is great. Harold Fannin's looking great. Schlesinger, I'm not sure how he's doing on defense, but I think that our defense is on the up. Myles Garrett,
He's really good.
almost 4 sacks on the year in 2 weeks is great. I think he's leading the league in sacks right now. If I'm not mistaken, I'm checking it right now. If
He is.
he is. Well, yeah, because he's him.
I do. He's gonna have to put up one hell of a fight though to win Depoy, just because all the media is going towards Micah, and the fact Micah hasn't gotten one yet either. He's gonna have to put up some crazy numbers.
I mean, yeah, I just feel like
Because
Myles
also,
Garrett is him.
you can already see the conversation for Depoy at the end of the year going, are we really giving the Depoy to a team that only won 5 games and when Green Bay is the number 1 seed? So I do, if better bet on Myles Garrett, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he'll win.
I mean, Myles Garrett's gonna break the sack record this year. So like, I mean,
I meant, did I say Myles Garrett or did I say who did I say?
you said Micah or whatever.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant, Micah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but Myles Garrett's gonna break the sack record, so it's okay.
He's so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I think Myles Garrett is better. I'm on record saying that.
Myles Garrett's one of the is the best edge rusher in the league.
He's so sick.
Yeah.
I don't got anything else
That's
on
all
this.
I got.
Or is that every game?
We have the
there's
Cardinals Panthers.
One game. This game
Cardinals got to be more consistent. I don't know.
Yeah, Panthers put 2 offensive linemen on IR after this game, which sucks for Bryce Young, who plays the Falcons next week.
There you go, Ben.
Andrew, you did say earlier about how you give quarterbacks about 18 games or 20-some games before you determine
24. Yeah,
they're good or not. I think Bryce Young's played like 30-something.
But like
So how
I know.
do you feel about Bryce Young?
Well, how do I feel? I was really high on him going in this year, thinking that he was going to just start off right out. He was finished last year, but he sucked the last game, and he was pretty bad all this game, but he was a little better. He was getting to the spots, and he was actually making the throws to Tet. So I think the verdict's still out. Again, and this is the worst part. Whenever you're talking about Bryce Young, is that even at his best, he's always going to have those physical disabilities
Yeah.
compared to everyone else. So there's always going to be a limiting on him. But I think that in a perfect system, he could win some playoff games if he can play to his full potential and be that improviser and runner. But right now, I am not confident that he can get to there. I'm still holding out hope that he can, though, because I do like Bryce Young.
Yep.
That's all I got.
I will ride with Bryce Young. I did bench him this week, and then I was glad I benched him. I benched him for Daniel Jones and Bo Nix.
Daniel Jones is good.
Daniel Jones is good.
Yeah.
I
And Bo
love
Nix
that I
is good.
picked him up
They
before
look good.
off of waivers, and I have 3 competent quarterbacks that aren't consistent. They're not the most consistent, but I can start at least one
It's
of them.
okay.
I can start at least one of them and know I can get at least 15 to 20 points a week. And,
Yep.
Yep.
Did Jalen get a rushing touchdown
Uh,
this week? He did, right?
Did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Did?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He did. 6
Yeah, so
touchdowns.
he's still. I was thinking of the people that got drafted in what order, because Jalen was above Joe Burrow, but I guess people were counting for Joe Burrow's injury problems because he's always injured. And I was just thinking, I was like, how did Jalen do? Because those two are next to each other in the fantasy quarterback drafting, which we were kind of talking about there. But is that every NFL game actually? Because the other one's about to
Yeah.
start in 2 minutes. So
Yeah, and I'm trying to.
And you have a quiz.
Um, yeah, I have a little. It's not really a quiz. I'm not. Y'all aren't going against each other. I
Is it
made.
trivia? You said.
Well, shout out to numbers on the board.
Shout out.
They had Mike Hurd make
Mm.
riddles about NBA. I think one of them is like
They made
I
him
was
do it.
on. Well, he did it himself.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they made him. I thought that would be hilarious. Okay.
Like one was about Yabusele. He was like, I was on this team, but they didn't want me, so now I'm on a new team,
I
and
did
I'm not
want
getting
him.
paid enough because he's
Okay, I get it. So facts about the player.
yeah. It's like a little riddle about the player, and y'all just blurt out names. Who do y'all think it's
Okay,
about? It's about an NFL player. All these. I have 6.
let's do it.
First one. I'm the best in the league. There's no denying that. But my captain is gone, and there's a new guy up to bat. Oh,
Is it Jay Jettis?
Joker.
yes, it's
Wait.
just the
Yeah, we're talking about football.
We are.
Yeah.
yes.
I was like, is MPJ's nickname the captain? I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that. Okay, let's keep going then, because
No,
yeah, I get
that
it.
was Justin Jefferson.
Because
Uh,
Kirk is the captain, right?
No,
Who the fuck is the
Sam
captain?
Darnold was the captain. Now it's Jay Jet.
Is his nickname the captain?
no,
No.
oh, I didn't want to give away quarterback. I didn't say as a receiver. So I'm the best in the
Um,
league. Now my captain's gone.
Yep.
Chase
Next.
is pretty good. Sorry, let's keep going.
I cook the opposition, but I also cook my shoulder. When I score a game-winning touchdown, I get it unholstered.
Is
Are you
it
talking about?
is I don't think it's Jaden Reed.
He didn't win the game. Are you talking about Drake London and they didn't call the touchdown right?
Um,
Because technically
well,
that'd
the
be
answer
game
is
ender.
Drake London,
That's what I
What?
thought. I was like, he did get because.
but it's about the Eagles game-winning touchdown last year when he had his
Oh,
gun
last
and he went bird hunting.
heard.
Even though it was a
I thought about
shotgun,
this year.
so no. Well, it's just about the player.
Well, because remember he did catch a touchdown in the clutch when I thought you were like the riddle was part like
Uh-huh.
that he did catch the touchdown, but they didn't have enough evidence. Still got Drake London
Uh,
though. I did say it.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I'll take.
Next. My
Yes.
running mate is sidelined, but there ain't no stopping me. I have a new kid though, and he's locked with me.
A
Jerome
new
Ford.
kid.
Jerome Ford net.
it's a good guess though.
My running mate is sidelined, and I have a new kid. Say it again, one more time.
My running mate is sidelined, but there ain't no stopping me. I have a new kid though, and he's locked with me.
Is it Bill?
No.
I was thinking Billy the Kid, but that didn't. I was trying to make a connection.
Um,
Um,
is it
who's hurt?
Amarian?
No.
Is that a running back?
No.
Okay,
Well, is it
that is
Jake Browning or
No.
Jamar Chase?
No. It is a wide receiver. And the running mate is another wide receiver.
Is it Matthew Golden?
No.
Jaden Reed?
No.
What do you mean?
Is it Jay Jettis again?
No.
Okay.
Is it? No. What the hell? Who else is hurt?
I think we should focus on the new kid.
Yeah, that's why I'm. That's why I said, what's his face? What did I say? I said Matthew Golden. And
Guys,
then
put it down in the
you-
comment section if y'all have got it already.
Yeah, all the commenters.
Yeah.
Is the new kid a wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it Tet?
No.
Are we guessing the new kid or the vet?
What's the guy
vet.
who's saying the riddle?
Yeah, who I'm
the
saying
vet.
it. Yeah. But the new kid is part of the hint. We have to figure out that guy to figure out the other guy.
Yeah.
Um.
Keenan Allen?
So it,
No.
No.
that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Say it one more time for the fans, bro.
Yeah.
My running mate is sidelined, but there ain't no stopping me. I have a new kid though, and he's locked with me.
Is it DJ Moore?
No.
No.
There's no one
You get
sidelined.
Cooper Cup, right?
No, he didn't. It's not.
Is
There's
it-
also no one sidelined.
Is it Christian Watson?
No. It's not the Packers.
Say it one more time. I'm not joking.
My running mate is sidelined, but there ain't no stopping me. I have a new kid though, and he's locked with me.
Rashee Rice? No.
No.
Because he's sidelined too. Brandon Knight.
You see, my
You know.
running mate is sideline.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All three of these people are wide receivers. The Riddler, the new kid, and the running mate sideline.
Jawan Jennings?
No.
Is it on the San Francisco 49ers?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
What the hell?
Diddy.
I think y'all are gonna be mad. I think this is easy.
Well, we are
Well,
slow.
Oh,
is it Mike Evans?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait a second.
Mike
My
Evans.
running mate is sidelined.
It took a second. I got there.
Yeah.
But there ain't no stopping me. I have a new kid though, Ibuka, and he's locked with me.
Yes.
Jalen
Yes, I got
McMillan's
yeah.
also sidelined.
There you go. Let's keep rolling.
Yep.
There you go. Every season they say I'm gonna fall off and get replaced, but once again, I'm ahead and will win the race.
Are you talking about Derrick Henry?
No.
Is this about
Okay.
Mahomes?
No.
You said fall off?
Yeah.
Okay, who's old and
Fall
still
off
got
and
it?
get replaced.
Christian
who?
Get
McCaffrey?
replaced.
No.
So he's on the hot seat then. Brian Dable. I don't know.
No. It's a
No,
running back.
Heard that makes sense.
Kamara.
No.
Ooh, that's not a bad guess. Who's
No,
Unk?
it's not.
Well, we already said
Who's Unk?
the Unked, which
Is it-
CMC, it's Derrick Henry and Kamara. What other?
I'm trying to think. They want to replace him. James Conner?
Yes,
Oh, that's a
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
because every season they're like, he's
Yeah.
gonna fall off and get replaced.
Yeah.
It took a second. I
But
just got to
once
think for a second.
again,
I just got to
I'm
think.
ahead and will win the race.
Yeah. Nick
Um,
Chubb, 27-yard catch. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's his 1,000th career receiving yard.
Woo!
There you go, Nick Chubb.
sheesh.
In his
Um,
9-year career.
Get your shit.
I was. Oh, are you ready, Kenneth?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. I was drafted to be the next RB up, running back up.
Yeah.
But I can't keep my hands to myself, so I could have gotten cut.
Quinshon Judkins.
Yes.
Wow, what a start for the Texans. Are you guys watching?
No, I'm
I
trying to
think
look.
you're behind. I'm seeing the
trying to look.
replay of Chubb.
I'm seeing the Nico Collins touchdown.
So we're just spoiling.
Nico. Hell yeah.
Drops back to pass. Throws it
It's
deep.
review.
Collins,
It's being reviewed.
touchdown. He got his
It's
knee
being
down.
reviewed. It's being
He got his
reviewed.
knee down.
Yeah.
Okay, final one.
Sorry.
I may not have the quads of other people at my position, but I have a teammate that can put you into submission.
AJ Dillon.
No.
Jalen Hurts.
He has the quads.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Will Shipley then?
No.
What?
They're not on the same team. The other person at his position.
But he
It's also a
has
quarterback.
It's a quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
No. Well,
You said, say it again.
I may not have the quads of other people at my position, but I have a teammate that'll put you into submission.
Is it Lamar?
No.
Is it Josh Allen?
Yeah. Do you know who the teammate that will make the other team forfeit is?
Is it Joey Bosa?
Forfeit the game?
Is it
Oh,
DeMar
DeMar
Hamlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's everything.
Well, we're almost done.
We should be.
We need to do the locks.
The locks?
Yes.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, Kenneth, the score is 4-2-0. So the viewers know we are now putting in $20. We're supposed to do it before last week, but we weren't able to get to it. So winner would get $40 and money back. But before we get into all that, quickly explaining the locks, we all draft a team of locks we have for wins. And the reason it's a draft is because one team is taken, another person can't take that team, even though that they might also think it's a lock. And it's also worked as a parlay to where you can draft as many teams as you want, but if you don't get it right, if you get one wrong, then you get no points that week. Each correct is a point, and if you challenge one lock, then the challenger will get 2 points for that. But all that being said, Kenneth, you have the lowest total points, so you get to pick your draft position this week. Where do you want to go? First, second, third?
I mean, started off as third, got nothing. Started off first, got nothing, but I went crazy.
You made a great seven. Think of the 7 leg. Would a 7-leg parlay hit in an actual bet? Not usually.
It depends, but it's hard. It's hard.
So where do you want to go this week?
I'll stick with number 1.
Okay. And then Ben, you can choose because you lost. Do you want to be second or third?
I think I'll go second.
And I'll be third. That sounds great. Kenneth,
how are we doing
what is your first lock this week?
How are we scoring the challenge things?
Whoever challenges gets the 2 points.
What about the person being challenged?
It's supposed to be a lock. So if you challenge a lock, You get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
So only the person that challenges will get the points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick Packers over Browns.
Packers. It's a
Wow.
good start.
Yep.
Give me the
Benjamin.
Bills over the Dolphins.
Bills over Dolphins. I like that a lot.
Yep.
They're on fire. And I get 2 picks. Snake draft style. I'm going to go. I have some options here. I think I'm going to lock in. Fuck, that's just iffy. I can talk about it, but no, I won't talk about it. What if it doesn't come back? I'm going to go Seahawks over Saints.
Yep.
I respect that.
Seahawks. And I want to at least get 2 here. I am going to lock in Chiefs over Giants.
Wow. That leaves me
Ben, back to
taking
you.
the Buccaneers over the Jets.
I didn't see them. I would have picked that over the Seahawks. That's on me though.
I
Back to you, Kenneth.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna ride the Indiana Jones train. Give me the
That's
Colts
what I was.
over the. Give me
That's what
the
I was in
Colts over the
between.
Titans.
That's what I was gonna maybe pick, but I picked Seahawks instead. And then you have a snake if you want to keep going, Kenneth.
And then. This is hard.
You don't have to go anymore.
I know. I'm gonna steal Ben's most likely pick. Um, I'm gonna go Falcons over the Panthers.
I don't hate it. But Ben, let's see, because I have one more I'm looking at that I'll lock. But let's see if you take it.
I'm not really. No, I'm gonna end there. I mean, maybe the commies over the Raiders, but no, I'm
Ooh, I'm
done.
definitely. I think the Raiders are actually kind of good. Am I crazy for that?
No, but I
You're
think
not crazy.
commies are better.
Well, I do too. I also think that. So you're out, Ben.
Yes.
You can challenge though if you want. And in the scenario where both of us want a challenge, you can rock paper scissors for it. So yeah, that's fair.
Or should we go in snake order? Like I
Sure.
pass, then
Sure,
you
sure, sure,
go,
sure, sure.
inspect me, and I can.
I'm actually done. I was thinking of taking Vikings over Bengals or Steelers over Pats, but I'm not confident in them enough. Yeah, and I'm just not. I'm not as. And also, Niners Cardinals is too close. What if the Bears? Because the Cowboys suck. The Bears have played maybe the 2 top 3 teams in the NFC. They might just be okay. Like I can't pick anything else because what if the Steelers just poo poo themselves? Kenneth, you can pick another, or you can keep it at 3.
I mean, I went big last week.
Eventually, it'll hit.
Eventually, it could hit. I
Who are
think.
you going with?
I think early on. I think this week. Well, what about next week? If I can, I potentially. I think I can. I could definitely get away with a big week next week. But this week, I think I might pick one more. Um, give me. Ooh. Because we
What are
don't.
Yeah.
you thinking?
Ooh.
And
What's up?
Baker's so lucky.
Baker gets a little lucky sometimes.
We
Yeah.
dropped like 4 interceptions last game.
Yeah, he does. He has a tendency to throw interceptions. It
Yeah.
does happen sometimes.
He had
Kenneth,
Ibuka. He just
did you pick another one, or am I tripping, or did you cut out?
I am thinking I want to go crazy here and throw out a challenge.
Whoa. You're picking. Let me guess who you're challenging. Are you going to pick the Saints?
How did you snipe that?
Because
Wow.
you are high on the Saints.
I mean, I could. I'm just thinking. There's a chance. Um,
I got it.
but I think I'm okay with my 3 that I have.
Okay. We're locking it in. Kenneth picked Packers over Browns, Colts over Titans, and Falcons over Panthers. Ben locked in Bills over the Dolphins, Bucks over the Jets, and I locked in Seahawks over the Saints and Chiefs over the Giants. And I think we're gonna leave it at that. Do we have anything else for this pod? Because I'm trying to watch this game.
We have
Low key.
college
Yeah.
football recap
Virginia Tech sucks.
and baseball.
That's unfortunate.
And
Go. You have
go.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. That's more than enough time that I need.
I'm leaving the pod at 7:22.
And boo hoo. All right. Start off. MLB playoff is in full swing. We have the end of the season coming up in just under 2 weeks. The 31st is the final day of the regular season. So we actually have just over 2 weeks, but boo hoo. Cal Raleigh over the weekend last night tied and set a new world record with his 54th home run on the season. Cal Raleigh ties Mickey Mantle's single season record for the most home runs hit by a switch hitter. Raleigh's homer was a record-setting 43rd this season as a catcher, just passing Atlanta's Javi Lopez in 2003. And as talking about the postseason and teams clinching the playoffs here and there, teams that are 99% in, 99% not in, same thing. There have been 2 teams that have clinched a ticket to the big dance, and those teams are the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. We are getting a red October this year. Milwaukee was your first team to clinch that spot for the second consecutive year with a Mets loss over the weekend on Saturday. And for Philly, on the other hand, they clinched their spot with what you could say was a giant loss to the Dodgers. The teams with the highest chances of clinching a spot in the postseason this upcoming week are the Detroit Tigers, the Toronto Blue Jays, the New York Yankees, the Chicago Cubs, LA Dodgers, and the San Diego Padres, all with a whopping 99% chance to make the dance. And I think in that order is probably when they'll clinch the playoffs the earliest. But I think Milwaukee is going to be a bum team this playoffs, and yeah, like they always
You
are.
have point consistently that you don't think Milwaukee is doing anything in the playoffs.
What's that?
You have been consistent on that point that you don't think Milwaukee is a real playoff team.
Because
I'm not arguing. I was just reiterating it.
Yeah, I say it every time because last year they lost. They got swept by the Padres. The year before that, they lost. The year before that, they lost. Every year they lose, and it's just they're kind of like Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, minus the team around.
Like the Packers.
The Packers against the Cowboys against the Niners. They're kind of like the Cowboys, but minus the this is our year kind of thing. But one last thing before Andrew leaves, because it's
I'll stay.
it's because it's 7:22. But the
I'll stay.
MVP race is closing in. NL MVP is going to be Shohei Ohtani. I don't think Kyle Schwarber takes the edge, but there is a chance. There's a small chance that Kyle Schwarber takes the cake. But there is a really good possibility that both MVPs could hit under 250, which I don't think has happened since I don't even know. I don't even know when. Someone looked that up for me. But American League MVP, people are saying Cal Raleigh. Other people are saying Aaron Judge. A lot of analytics are saying Cal Raleigh is taking the cake right now. I think he's the current favorite to win the AL MVP because of the amount of home runs that he's having and the record-setting season that he is producing. And obviously, Shohei Ohtani is obviously going to be the clear favorite because he can pitch, he can hit, he can do it all. And but Kyle Schwarber is on that absolute September heater. But the batting average for Kyle Schwarber, I think, is gonna be what ruins his odds. Has anybody looked up the stat?
What stat was I looking up?
Under two, MLB MVP batting under 250 average, .250 average.
Under what? 2.50?
Yep. Or
.25?
.250.
0.25.
Yep. Average.
It's never had one.
Never had
in a
one?
qualified.
Well,
Yeah.
This year is a really strong chance, especially with Cal
Are we talking about
Raleigh
pitchers or hitters?
hitters.
Okay. The lowest ever was Shohei, who had 2.57 in his 2021 MVP season.
You said 2.7?
257.
2.57.
2.57? Well,
Mm-hmm.
Cal Raleigh's
In his
batting
2021 MVP season.
Cal Raleigh's batting 244, and Kyle Schwarber is currently batting.
Schwarber's a beast.
Right now. He is currently batting also 244. So
Wow.
both players would have the lowest batting average to win MVP if Cal Raleigh or Schwarber were to win the MVP. And that's all I gotta say about the MLB for now. And next week will be even better because we will have more playoff implications, especially when it gets closer to the end of the season, especially with the San Francisco Giants, and a lot of wild card teams.
Heard.
All right. Well, I know, Andrew, you said tech sucks, but I do think we have to touch on it just because it's my team playing your team.
Nope.
And I'm sure that's what all the fans even clicked on this video for. And
No,
I
they
mean,
didn't.
it's the thumbnail after all.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So if you don't know, ODU got paid like $700,000.
We didn't even watch the game. We were playing. You didn't even watch the game.
We didn't watch the second half because we already shat on y'all, and it was. But yep, Colton Joseph was the Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week, and we got our first win against a Power 4 team on the road in
we
program
suck.
history. And
we might not win a game this year.
Brett Pry got fired. How do you feel about that?
I mean, well, again, he hasn't been recruiting well. Dad likes his recruits because he gets super high on everybody. But we have an undersized offensive line. We just retained our same weapons of last year. We added one running back who he's done fine. The defense is where we had to completely overhaul because we lost our best corner, our best edge rusher, and our best linebacker. And we tried to replace all those guys. It didn't work great. Our best corner is now at LSU getting paid a lot more money. I think he has 2 interceptions already. Our best edge, he is in the NFL on the Eagles practice squad.
Eagles?
Actually, I think. Yep. APR. And our best running back, Bayshall Tootin. And Kyron Jones,
Jalen
who
Lane.
I thought wasn't Jalen Lane. Oh yeah, best wide receiver is now in Washington. He got a couple catches, but like our entire team was completely overhauled. The only thing that was really holding us back last year was Kyron Jones. He wasn't very good, and I thought we should have switched to Pop Watson halfway through last season. I've been saying we should have switched to Pop Watson every single game of every single play of this season. He actually grew an inch. That was his like. He's only like 5'9", 5'10". But now he's an inch taller. He threw like 300 passing yards against UVA, and they killed him by like 30 in his one start. Doesn't matter though. It don't care. I don't know. Brent Pryce fired. Tech has a very loyal fan base. We sold out against ODU for whatever reason. I don't know why we did. Like we sold out. We sell for almost every game because we get optimistic and we have a sick fan base. But we suck. And ODU played pretty. I mean, I don't even know. I wasn't super locked in. Colton Joseph looked a lot better than Kyron Jones. And your defense locked us up. Yep. Our corners are also like tiny as shit. Our corners are like 5'10" right now.
Damn.
Yeah, we have so many problems.
I will say ODU did almost beat. They went toe to toe with Indiana for at least
First half.
at least a half, or at least a half, and then half the third. And ODU is probably one of the best teams in the Sun Belt this year, and I can see them definitely making a bowl game this year.
I do too, especially with this win. Even if again we suck, it's still big to beat us at home.
Yeah, I definitely think Colton Joseph is their guy. And let's just hope let's just hope he doesn't transfer to Clemson and win the Heisman the very next year like he always does in CFB 26.
Yeah, we didn't play the best against Indiana. We, of course, first play touchdown, and then they scored like 21 unanswered points, and then we had another long touchdown in the third quarter. But our defense was good, and we were able to cover the spread. Then we played an FCS team, by the way. Week 2, won by 50.
We're past that. It's been a week. I'm sorry to ODU fans that I upset. I definitely got attacked recently when I went down there. I'm sorry. I apologize to the fans at ODU. I was just joking. No hard feelings.
And we blew out Virginia Tech. We are atop the Sun Belt right now, and 9 of the Sun Belt teams through 3 weeks do not have a win against an FBS team. There's like 25 D1 schools and 21. There's like 21 Group 5 plus power for teams that don't have a win against an FBS team so far, Tech being one of them. And yeah, 9 of the Sun Belt teams don't have one. We didn't have one until this week because we played an FCS team in Indiana. But
I'm putting it in a positive. I'm putting the loss in a positive light. If this was like a closer game, because I think we played bad too. If this was a closer game, then there would be no change being made. We wouldn't be cleaning house and changing everything up, and we would have still been asked. So I mean, it had to happen at some point, and happened to ODU.
Yep.
Hurt. That's all I got.
ESPN analytics right now have us going 10-3 as of right now.
That's huge.
After 3 weeks.
Like I said, I like ODU unless they're playing Tech. I will be rooting for you guys to make the college football playoffs.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see.
We're the Boise State of this year.
Yeah, except you don't have Ashton Genty.
They have Morky James,
but they don't have Colton Joseph. They didn't have.
No, they don't. Colton Joseph, has he put up actually crazy numbers, or has he just been good?
He's got 629 passing yards through 3 games.
He has the second most rushing yards per game this year as a quarterback in the country.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
and
Because
second
if
most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in the country.
and I'm not a bettor. I'm not a sports bettor. Maybe put $20 on him to win the Heisman.
That
I would
I
say
don't
do
would
that
be
next. I
crazy.
would say do that next year.
when he's not on ODU anymore.
No, when
Hey,
ODU's
What?
college
He's
football
gonna get
playoff team.
paid.
I don't. I
by
think.
us.
How much money do you guys have?
Well, I'm paying $75,000 in tuition for
Exactly.
my degree. So I know they at least have $75,000 to give to Colton Joseph.
All
That's
right.
a great point.
And
What's up?
Kenneth might go there in the spring semester. So that's even more money to give to Colton
But
Joseph.
I'm taking his spot next year though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he does transfer, maybe they'll have a
They're
quarterback competition
yeah,
and Kenneth will beat him out.
they're paying me to take his spot. I just got the email right now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But
I heard that.
yeah,
We do have a bye week next week, ODU does, and then we play at home against Liberty.
I will
I
be at State College in Penn State. We are Penn State. Um Big ups. Whiteout game, Oregon versus Penn State. I will see y'all there, and it will be the best game of the year. And I will love it. I'll love every second of it.
looked up how much ODU has to spend in NIL money. It says 10 million.
Or I
Is
don't
that
really know
right?
what that means.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Hey,
Look up Virginia Tech now, and then look up Georgia.
Oh. 300,000 for Tech. I don't think that's right. That, that can't be right. Let me put in Georgia. I'm only looking
I
at the
think
AI overview.
valid.
I have no idea.
I think all
Georgia
of y'all's money
has
went to buying
Georgia has
out.
$13.5 million. Wait, no, $20 million.
Yeah.
Heard.
And then I let me look up ODU again because you guys cannot have $10 million. And then it says we have hundreds of thousands, like 500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It says that you guys got paid out by EA Sports. Well, I don't really know what that means. And it says you guys
Yeah.
get $10 million from EA Sports. I guess it says it's not publicly disclosed.
Great.
But and then Tech has like 500,000. That's nothing. That's why Tech is so ass. We don't even spend $1 million on football. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Not even
Yeah,
a
I don't know how
million.
true that is. The
It's,
AI
it,
overview.
it's AI overview view is locked in. Okay, want to call this out because the
There's
Texans Bucks game is looking good.
there's one more thing we need to talk about,
I'm watching the game through reels. This is awful.
and it's the upset of the week. Texas A&M obviously beat Notre Dame 41-40.
Yes,
Notre
they did.
Dame starting off 0-2 for the first time in like 5 years or whatever.
That's why I was kind of hedging my bets on how good Miami was because I didn't know how good Notre Dame was going to be.
Yeah, and then Vanderbilt versus South Carolina, absolute upset. Vanderbilt comes out
I don't
swinging.
know.
Yes,
South
Lenore
Carolina might suck.
Sellers. Yes, Lenore Sellers got hurt,
Still,
but that doesn't matter. Vanderbilt was up like 21-7.
put it in
And
perspective. Virginia Tech held with South Carolina until a punt return touchdown, and Virginia Tech sucks.
and
So what does that tell you
Vanderbilt
about South
also
Carolina? Yeah,
Vanderbilt
Vandy
did
came in and killed us. So
Vanderbilt
you got to
did
put in
kill
perspective. If you
Virginia
look
Tech.
at just the 2 weeks of football that was played before this game, then you would think, oh yeah, Vanderbilt beat Tech way better than South Carolina did. So then they should win.
Yeah,
But
and they did.
so I mean,
They did.
if you really break it down, then it's not that crazy.
And fun little fact: Theo Vaughn and Diego Pavia made like a little like thing. Theo Vaughn would get to take Pavia's mom on a date, and I'm looking at Diego Pavia's tweet right now. That what Theo Vaughn forgot is I said it was a deal if and only if he told Tate McRae to let me take her on an A1 date in Nashville. And yep.
Heard and dirt.
Could be a fan account, but it is what it is. Who knows? It could be the real thing. But Theo Vaughn is getting that date with Pavia's mom. And then Georgia Tech beat Clemson as well.
Clemson just isn't good.
Georgia Tech is good.
Yeah, and Miami and Florida State are still good. So ACC's not done.
Yep. And
Caleb Klubnik sucks.
Yep. And DJ
This
Lagway
quarterback.
is okay.
Yeah, this quarterback class is not as hot as everybody was saying it was.
Yeah.
Arch not very great. Lagway I think is the most optimistic right now. Obviously Klubnik not very good. LaSource Sellers, I know he wasn't great against Tech. He's hurt now, so we'll see. But there's no one that you're let's tank the whole season for.
I mean Carson
Beck sleeper. I don't hate it. He looks pretty good.
Beck is a sleeper. I will say that.
I think he should be number one in Heisman right now. If not for
he's got
he should be the number one quarterback Heisman.
Yeah, he's 812 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and his fourth.
He looks solid. I'm enjoying that.
Fourth
but
QBR against
I'm done.
Notre Dame, FCS, and then USF, who was ranked this week. But yeah, I'm cool to end off with that.
Okay.
All right.
Ben, you got anything else before we get out of here?
I'm good.
Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Taste Buds podcast. And as always, remember to have a very tasty day.